Look at this sauce. Every lasagna needs a good sauce. Today I'm showing you how I make a homemade family lasagna, and of course, we're doing a taste test at the end. Hi everyone, welcome to From My Kitchen to Yours. This is a space where I will share with you comforting family style meals with a little food history, recipes made with love. If you enjoy food that brings people together, you're in the right place. Today, we are making a classic lasagna. I will leave the list of all ingredients in the description below. But this is what we're working with. We have our lasagna noodles, or tomato and basil, salt, pepper, natural seasonings pretty much. And I'm using a light cheddar cheese. This is marble kind. I'm substituting that for ricotta, but the description, the ingredients will have the ricotta. If you can get ricotta cheese, if you like ricotta cheese, that's the go-to with the original recipe. And you must have chopped fine onion and garlic, some form of ground meat. You could use turkey, you could use chicken. I am going with beef today, and I'm gonna use an egg, and this is gonna help me to keep the cheese from melting away too fast because I'm not using ricotta cheese. I like to keep things flavorful but balanced, and you can adjust this recipe to suit your family. I'm going to add some olive oil. I'm going to saute my seasoning. I'm not adding a lot because the beef is gonna have its own oil. So my method is, to the oil, I'm going to add some of the dry seasoning. So I'm going in with my Cajun. I'm gonna add some black pepper, salt, and I'm gonna use a little bit of cumin. We're adding our garlic. I'm gonna add our onions. We're gonna take our beef and we're just gonna break it up in the pan. Okay, so you see that the meat is cooking nicely, mostly brown. It's getting a nice color, and it's feeling so nice and soft already. I am going to just cover this, and I'm going to turn the heat down after 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm going to let that slow cook in its own juices. I may have to add a little water, but I'm gonna let it cook in its own juices at least for an hour. So I'm gonna close her up, let her cook. While the ground beef is cooking, let me share with you a little history. Lasagna is one of the oldest pasta dishes, and the word lasagna comes from a Greek word named laganon. And laganon simply refers to flat sheets of dough layered with sauce. Even ancient Romans were layering pasta before it became what we know today as lasagna. People have always loved layering good food together. What we recognize today as modern lasagna really developed in Italy, especially in a region called Emilia Romagna. And fun fact, earlier versions did not even include tomato. No tomato sauce, anything like that. Tomatoes came later when it was introduced further within Europe. And now, lasagna is what we know today. My beef is now cooked and it's tender to my liking. I'm adding some tomato paste with basil and then I'm gonna let it cook and simmer for another 2-3 minutes. Another minute and my pasta will be ready. It's gotten nice and tender, and I'm gonna finish grating my cheese. What I really love about lasagna is that every culture and family can make it into their own. You can use different type of cheeses. Ricotta is the norm, but I'm using light cheddar cheese, which is a marble blend. This is what I intend to do with this series. Introduce you to or just cook classic type of food that has history behind it and people can turn it to fit into their family style or lifestyle rather for today. Now for my favorite part. I'm going to take a little bit of butter and I'm just going to lightly grease the bottom of my pirate dish. It's not needed, but I just don't want the sauce to stick too much to the bottom. And I'm going to put some to the sides as well. And then we have our beautiful meat sauce here. We have everything that's needed. Doesn't that look lovely? And you can see the nice chunks of tomato. So because I'm not using ricotta cheese, I have 1 egg and I beat it up. And I'm just gonna put it in here because I want to help to have the cheese together. So that's gonna hold my cheese together so it's not gonna just melt away. I'm gonna gather some here. Lay it in the bottom. Let me hold this so it becomes easier. Okay, so this is the bottom. We're gonna make it flat enough. So we're gonna have meat sauce. So we're gonna put in, and this doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it in there. So we're gonna put 3 pieces at the bottom. Kind of let them overlap a little bit. And there we go. So first layer is done. Then we're gonna put our cheese in, and this is not the best pan to use. Something that is square that would have been better. And the cheese that we have combined, we're gonna put cheese. And then we're gonna add sauce on top. No. So that's first layer, and we're gonna repeat over and over. So I'm gonna get pasta on top again. And I'm gonna keep going. So I'm gonna put some cheese and then layer it again. Once your lasagna is out of the oven, let it rest a little. This will help the layers to set. 10 to 15 minutes is a benchmark to follow. Oh my god, container. Ooh. So let's put that there. Okay guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, it's nicely done. Now I'm gonna taste test this for you. What I would do next time is ensure that I have a square pan, because with the edges, as you can see, it's a bit harder. One thing I'm realizing, my cheese is melted, but I'm not getting that gooey feeling or gooey look. Mm-hmm. Guys, tastes good. However, because that cheese pull is not happening, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. What I would do differently is get the ricotta cheese and have a blend of like mozzarella. Because you know, with mozzarella cheese that I use on pizza, it's more stretchy. But I went with wild cheddar, and on the top, as you can see, the cheese got a bit crusty. It never really melted. So that's what I would do different. So it's not about perfection. The good thing is that the taste is there, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this with a little bit of red wine that I've been drinking. This is episode 1 from my kitchen to yours. I'll be sharing comforting meals that you can do for you and your family, looking at classic dishes with a little bit of history and how we can make them suitable for our lives today. If you like this video, if you have enjoyed it so far, if you have tips for me on what I could do next, leave in the comment section and I will be certain to reply. This is episode 1 from my kitchen to yours. See you next time.